Hey guys, it's Carrie. I'm looking at lots of sea animals today. Ocean fish, or saltwater or marine fish, are a diverse group of aquatic animals that live in a saltwater environment, ranging from shallow coastal waters to the deepest parts of the ocean. Please subscribe and turn on notifications. Largemouth bass. The adults prefer to feed on small fish like perch, sunfish and minnows. They're also known to eat crayfish, insects, frogs and even small aquatic birds. Salmon. They eat mainly zooplankton, smaller fish, crustaceans, squid, insects and worms, depending on their age and location. Flying fish can make powerful self-propelled leaps out of the water where their long wing-like fins enable gliding for considerable distances above the water's surface. Blobfish. This one's made by Jamie. They have adapted to the extreme pressures of the deep ocean. They lack swim bladders, have a jelly-like body, and are opportunistic feeders, allowing them to survive and thrive in their harsh environment. Blue-ringed octopus. They can rapidly change their skin color and texture to blend in with their surroundings using specialized cells called chromatophores. Lobster. Although lobsters are largely bilaterally symmetrical, like most other arthropods, some genera possesses unequal specialized claws. Pufferfish. Sharp spines and puffing up help the pufferfish to stay safe. A pufferfish's spines and its ability to puff up are both adaptations. They have the ability to rapidly fill their belly with water or air, expanding like a balloon to 2 or 3 times their normal size. This increase in size to an awkward shape makes them unattractive as a potential prey item. Fish are vertebrates. They have a backbone. They use gills, organs that extract oxygen from the water. Their fins are used for swimming and maneuvering. Most fish are cold-blooded, meaning their body temperature fluctuates with the surrounding water temperature. There are over 33,000 known species of fish. Fish lack limbs or digits, like fingers or toes. Sharks, rays, and skates are examples of cartilaginous fish. Emperor penguin. They have 2 layers of feathers, a good reserve of fat, and proportionally smaller beaks and flippers than other penguins to prevent heat loss in their chilling environment. Rockhopper penguin primarily eat krill but will also eat other crustaceans as well as squid. Only the adults have the yellow and black spiky feathers and orange beak. Due to the harsh rocky environment, they cannot slide on their bellies like most penguins, so they hop to get from one place to another. That's how they get their name. Fish eagle. Their main diet is fish. Catfish and lungfish are caught most frequently. Larger prey are eaten on the ground next to the water. They also prey on water birds and small turtles, crocodiles, lizards, frogs and carrion. Seagull are omnivores and will eat fish, eggs, insects, mollusks, and small mammals, even pigeons. Albatross, their diet is predominantly cephalopods, fish, crustaceans, and offal, although they scavenge carrion and feed on other zooplankton. Shrimp. These arthropods are actually quite good at swimming. They can propel themselves backwards quickly by flexing the muscles of their abdomen and tail, or swim forward more slowly using the appendages on the underside of their tail. Cuperoceras was a small aquatic creature. Its diet consisted of soft-bodied marine organisms like plankton and small crustaceans. Spotted eagle ray, with their shovel-shaped snouts and plate-like teeth, are well adapted for digging in the sand and crushing hard-shelled prey like clams and oysters. Blue-spotted ray. They have venomous tail spines for defense, electroreception to hunt prey, and counter-shading camouflage. These rays often visit coral reefs where small fish and shrimp remove bacteria and dead skin. They have eyes on top of their bodies, allowing them to see above themselves while resting on the seabed, and sensitive ears that detect vibrations. Rays and skates are flattened fish, closely related to sharks. All belong to a group of fish called elasmobranchs. Stingrays have no bones in their body. Their skeleton is made up of flexible cartilage. Stingrays have an electromagnetic sense which helps them to search for food. They protect themselves with venomous spines or barbs. Horseshoe crab primarily ate worms and mollusks, living on the ocean floor. They may also feed on crustaceans and even small fish. Foraging usually took place at night. They are preyed upon by sea turtles, alligators, horse conchs, and sharks. Jellyfish, larger ones, will prey on fish, shrimp, and crabs. The smaller ones just on things like plankton. Australian cuttlefish. They are able to rapidly change colour and texture for camouflage. Buoyancy control with a cuttle bone and ink release for defence. Cuttlefish possess specialised skin cells called chromatophores that allow them to rapidly change colour and pattern to blend with their surroundings. Leafy sea dragon lives on the western and eastern coasts of Australia. Being slow moving, they rely heavily on camouflage for survival. They are able to change colour to match their surroundings. Blue sea dragon. They eat small venomous jellyfish like the blue bottle and other similar creatures. Dungeness crab are opportunistic carnivores and scavengers, primarily feeding on bivalves, crustaceans and small fish, also worms and dead fish. Sally Lightfoot crab. They have an extremely generalist diet, feeding on anything from sea lion placenta to other crabs, algae and detritus. Moray eel. This solitary eel hides among cracks and crevices along rocky shorelines and in coral reefs. It feeds mostly at night on fish, crab, shrimp, octopus and squid. Did you know that dolphins sleep with one eye open and half their brain active, allowing them to surface for air and stay vigilant? Male seahorses carry and incubate the eggs in a pouch, with the female depositing eggs into the pouch. Electric eels can produce enough electricity to power multiple light bulbs. Kemp's Ridley sea turtle. It has a triangular shaped head with a slightly hooked beak. Adults are generally a greyish-green colour on top with a pale yellowish bottom shell. The hatchlings are darkly coloured on both sides. Kemp's Ridley hatchling. They reach maturity between 7 and 15 years of age. Red-eared slider turtle or Florida turtle. They have special features like webbed feet for swimming, a strong carapace for protection, and a beak for foraging, along with quick reflexes to slide off rocks or banks when threatened. They have oblong heads with snouts that point upwards, which aids in foraging and breathing at the surface. Octopus. They have evolved several remarkable adaptations for survival in the ocean, including camouflage, jet propulsion, ink clouds, and the ability to squeeze into tight spaces, all of which help them evade predators and hunt prey. Coelursuchus lived during the Cretaceous period. It had a huge round head where there were dozens of ridged fangs for piercing prey and 5-centimetre tusks growing from the roof of its mouth. It resembled a cross between a huge newt and a crocodile. Australian pelican. They mainly eat fish, but they are opportunistic feeders and eat a variety of aquatic animals, including crustaceans, tadpoles, and turtles. The bill and pouch of a pelican play an important role in feeding. The bill is sensitive and this helps locate fish in murky water. It also has a hook at the end of the upper mandible for gripping slippery food items. When food is caught, the pelican manipulates it in its bill until the prey typically has its head pointing down the pelican's throat. With a jerk of the head, the pelican swallows the prey. Anne Hangera was a fish-eating pterosaur. Its diet consisted primarily of fish, which it caught while flying low over the water using its long, sturdy jaws and small needle-like teeth to ensure a secure grip on slippery prey. Did you know an octopus has 3 hearts and blue blood and can change colour and texture to camouflage in its environment? Some starfish can be born square due to a rare birth defect. Frogfish can walk using their pectoral fins, which act like legs. Blue grouper, it uses its strong, peg-like teeth to prise off reef organisms such as sea urchins, mollusks, and crustaceans. Goldfish. In the wild, they are omnivores, eating plants, insects such as mosquito larvae, small crustaceans, zooplankton, and detritus. Koi fish. Their length is usually up to about 28 centimetres, and they are found in brackish and fresh waters, drainage ditches, lakes, and rivers. In many places, they spread from Asia throughout the world. Koi have a bottom-feeding mouth adapted for sucking up and expelling material from the bottom of ponds, filtering out edible material as they do. Clown triggerfish has strong jaws for crushing prey, a tough armoured skin with non-overlapping scales, and a defensive spine that locks into place, allowing them to wedge themselves into crevices. Queen triggerfish, they are aggressively defensive of their territory and can inflict a strong bite, especially during the breeding season. Anomalocaris, it most likely fed on soft things like worms or plankton. It had a flexible mouth but not hard teeth. Orthoceras were hunters and they had a flexible diet, sometimes trilobites or plankton. They are one of the first creatures to develop eyes. Belemnite, they were squid-like, most likely carnivores that preyed on fish, crustaceans and potentially other belemnites, using their arm hooks to grasp and hold their prey. Sea star, most have spiny skin and 5 arms, although some can grow as many as 50 arms. Seahorse, for survival, they have a prehensile tail for anchoring, bony plates for protection, and the ability to move their eyes independently for enhanced vision. Weedy sea dragon, they are only found in Australian coastal waters. Pipefishes and seahorses are unique in that the male gives birth. The female deposits their eggs after fertilization into the male's brood pouch. I'm going to talk about the goblin shark, which is coming up. A goblin shark's top and bottom teeth are attached to ligaments or bands of skin tissue tucked into its mouth. When prey is just out of reach, the shark extends the elastic tissue out of the mouth. The goblin shark grabs its prey in its teeth. After eating its meal, the shark fits its jaw back into its mouth. Goblin sharks are found at the bottom of the ocean, along continental shelves. These pink animals can grow to 4 meters. Grey whale is a baleen whale, a filter feeder that has a layer of blubber up to 25 centimeters thick. The grey whale migrates from cold waters to the tropics each year in pods. Grey whales are very agile swimmers. They can dive for up to 30 minutes and go down 155 meters deep. They make grunts, clicks, and whistling sounds, which may be used to communicate with other grey whales. This giant cetacean eats small fish, crustaceans, squid, and other tiny organisms that it finds on the seafloor. It sieves its food through its comb-like plates of baleen. Their skin is covered with lots of barnacles and lice. Humpback whale has a distinctive body shape with long pectoral fins and tubercles on its head. It has a distinctive hump on its back, which gives it its name. Humpback whale. Males compete aggressively for access to females in estrus. The breeding season is during winter and breeding takes place in tropical waters. The male follows the female. They then engage in rolling, flipping and tail fluking. Next, both dive and then surface vertically with ventral surfaces in close contact. This is where the male inserts his claspers, another word for penis, injecting sperm into the female's cloaca or vulva. They emerge from the water to a point below their flippers. They then fall back onto the surface of the water together. In sexually mature males, the weight of the testes and the rate of spermatogenesis increase during the breeding season, coinciding with the ovulation of the females. In sexually mature males, the penis length ranges from 1 to 2 meters. Pliosaurus. It had a large head with massive jaws, a short neck and fairly thick trunk. Despite their massive builds, they were generally relatively speedy swimmers with well-muscled flippers, and they seem to have feasted indiscriminately on fish, squid and other marine reptiles. Megalodon. Just look at all those teeth. Their teeth were thick and robust, built for grabbing prey and breaking bone, and their large jaws could exert a massive bite force. Please stay and watch another video with me. I love to read your comments and will always reply. Thank you for watching my video. See you again soon. See you guys in my next video.